Protea. She can do almost anything. Multi-purpose Protea, Miss Everything Bagel, Swiss Army knife. She's really, really good. Well, actually, all the frames are really good. There's a couple that I hate, Limbo, but they're all good. Except for Zephyr. I can say she's not good. What's happening, everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills, and what I like to do is make gaming easier. And speaking of making gaming easier, Protea. She's great for defense, great for exterminates. Also, defection, disruption. Her range seems to be almost made for open worlds. Basically, she's not the best for spies. You could use her, but not the best for spy missions. Pretty much everything else, she's a great choice. Now, I was screwing around with Hildenia Lack. She's a pretty mean sister. I was kind of tired of getting killed by her. She attacked me during one of her defenses, and as always, in a Corpus defense, Corpus spy showed up, and of course, the real stalker showed up. I was actually waiting for the Goose Stag 3 to show up, like, why not? But unsurprisingly enough, she has good enough offense and good enough defense. She can hold down an area without even having to be there. She ended up being the perfect pick for this. Now, I must admit, my Protea build is kinda stacked. You can take this on Steel Path. This is not the most dominant Protea build ever built, because I personally wanted everything of hers to work. Instead of just focusing on one ability. And besides, there's nothing wrong with playing the game from time to time instead of just walking through it. It's just how I feel. Now, the the Javlock is a 90% status weapon with a 50% chance to do 5.6 times 2,000 damage. This is a pretty effective polearm. Now, I put Amalgam Serration on it to give Protea a little bit of a speed boost, and Arcane Primary Dexterity will give it a 360% boost after I've killed only 6 enemies with my melee weapon, which my melee weapon happens to be the Gas/Dual Carez Crit Monster Blades. These things are awesome. With a 70% chance to do a 6.5 times 1900 plus damage, this crit build kills anything. I could go on, but anything. So, Now Let is special. Definitely a Steel Path weapon. This video here will give you a full breakdown on how you can stack kit gun effects and a shit ton more, to be honest. But for this build, just want to mention Cascadian Power. That works great because this is a status weapon. Every time you get a status effect, you get an extra 750 damage. And for this build, I use Cascadia Overcharge. This will give you a 300% chance crit boost if your Warframe has overshields. This turns this same status gun into a crit status gun. It's a dually now. Now, Molt Augmented and Molt Efficiency, these are both Zarman Shinies, or Zarman Arcanes. Molt Augmented is going to boost your damage every time you kill an enemy. And it doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how. Melee, secondary, primary, Warframe, a mean comment, it doesn't matter how you kill that enemy. When you do, it's going to stack all the way up to 250 times. You'll actually be surprised how fast it gets up there. Now, Molt Efficiency, this is going to add an extra 30% duration onto your Warframe abilities. You're not going to see it, but you'll see it on the timers. You won't see it on your Warframe stats. Now, duration works great for every single one of her abilities. All of them, except for Pillage. This is the ability that I switched out for the Infested Testicle in the back of our Orbiter. I took from Hildren and put it on Protea. What this does is this gives me extra shields, or overshields, which buffs my secondary weapon's damage. Now, my secondary weapon is now a crit status gun, and all the status boosts my Warframe because of growing power. This mod is going to give you a 25% ability power boost for 6 seconds every time you apply a status effect from any weapon. Now my blades, they're crit damage, but my primary and my secondary, they're status weapons. Now because of all these buffs are turning themselves on and off, and mostly on, she's a lot tougher than you would expect for a balanced build. Now this sister was kind of tricky. She tricked me the last time. She teleports around so freaking much. The Corpus, they destroyed the defensive target while I was chasing her around. 100% my fault. But Protea, she can throw down a bunch of her golden slice fan blades, get her energy back after doing that, take off, kill a sister. Molt efficiency is going to keep those fan blades running for a little bit longer, so that defensive target is going to stay alive, and you can go and kill, well, anything and everything. So this is my balanced Protea build. It could take a little tweaking if you want to try and push something a little further. I haven't had to. It pretty much takes care of anything and everything, which I think those are the same things. So it's time for me to say, I really hope this has helped. If it has, join the team of killers. Become a killer of teams. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. It's one of the ways we could talk. Make sure you keep it easy in life. And remember, just keep gaming.